If you clicked on this video, you're probably either a new or aspiring Etsy seller trying to find some honest and realistic information about whether or not it's actually worth it to start an Etsy shop. When I first started my own shop, it was pretty difficult for me to find information about getting started on Etsy from the perspective of someone who wasn't necessarily able to put in full-time hours or invest a bunch of money in starting up their shop. When I first started my own Etsy shop, I was a full-time middle school teacher, and I started my Etsy shop at the beginning of the school year, and by the end of that same school year, I was able to leave my full-time teaching job to go all in on my online business. And I scaled this Etsy shop all while putting in only about 10 hours of work per week. So in this video, I just want to give it to you straight about whether or not it's actually worth it to start an Etsy shop. That way you have a realistic perspective and you can make your own informed decision and decide whether or not Etsy is a good platform for you to start your business. In this video, just like all my other videos, I'll be dropping the timestamps in the description box below. That way, if there's a specific question you're looking for or a specific topic you're looking for, if you're an Etsy seller with a little bit more experience, you can always skip ahead to the parts that you need. But if you're on the fence about whether or not you want to start your Etsy shop, definitely get comfy, maybe pull out your business journal so that way you can write some notes, because in this video, I'm going to be sharing everything that I wish I knew before I got started. All right, so let's just jump right into it. These are all of the pros and cons of starting an Etsy shop. All right, so the first pro of starting an Etsy shop is that Etsy is a marketplace. And what that means is that Etsy essentially finds its customers for you. So just like millions of customers are going onto Amazon looking for specific products that they can buy, the exact same thing is true for Etsy. Online consumers already have a sense of familiarity and trust with Etsy as a brand. And by putting your products on Etsy, you're able to get your business some visibility that you wouldn't otherwise be able to get. Now, in my opinion and experience, Etsy being a marketplace is extremely valuable, but some people would disagree. And that brings me to my first con, which is that Etsy is a marketplace. And what that means is that even though there are a ton of consumers looking for products like yours, there's also a ton of sellers trying to sell products like yours. So especially if you're in some of the more competitive niches like print-on-demand t-shirts and mugs, selling soaps or selling candles, especially as a new seller, it's important that you're very strategic about branding your shop. That way you stand out from the crowd. Now, this might sound really overwhelming and intimidating, but I promise you it's a lot more simple than you might think. In my own experience, I'm personally a digital product seller, and I've heard so many people say that it's too late to get started on Etsy, especially with digital products, and that the market is flooded. And while that's true, the market is flooded with sellers who don't sell products that are high quality or in high demand. A lot of people just start an Etsy shop and they post maybe 5 to 10 products that are replicas of the same 5 to 10 products that a bunch of other people have also posted on their own Etsy shops. They really don't put that much effort into their keyword research or their listing photos, or actually doing research to make sure that those products are in high demand. And then when those products don't sell, they say Etsy's oversaturated and it's too late to make it, and then they just give up on their shop. Etsy is not some magic money printing machine. It's a marketplace just like Amazon. And just like if you were to become a seller on Amazon, you have to be strategic and business focused, and you actually have to have a business plan. Now, this doesn't mean writing some 12-page document with graphs and stuff like that. It just means keeping in mind who you want to sell your products to and making sure that those people actually want to buy whatever products that you're planning on offering on your Etsy shop. I'm going to talk about that more later in this video, but if you're curious, I have some resources linked in the description box below, including some other videos that I've filmed with strategies for getting your first 100 sales on Etsy, as well as the keyword research tools that I've used to plan out my products and make sure that they're in demand. So you can check those out if you're interested. The next pro about starting an Etsy shop is that Etsy has a high domain authority. And if you have no idea what those words mean together, don't worry. I had no idea what that meant when I first started either. This is actually a marketing term that I've learned in grad school, and I'm going to break it down for you. So Google is like the most popular search engine, right? But something that a lot of people don't know about Google is that just like Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, Google also has an algorithm that it uses, and that algorithm determines what search results are going to pop up on the first page of Google search. And since pretty much anyone can make a website nowadays, Google's algorithm is designed to help protect its users and prevent its users from coming across websites with information that might be fraudulent or misleading or inaccurate. accurate. So over time, what happens is that every website that's made and that actually goes live on the internet builds something called domain authority, which is kind of like if a website had a credit score. And a domain authority is basically like a ranking of how much Google actually trusts that website. And the higher that a website's domain authority is, the more likely it is that that website's page is going to pop up on the first page of Google search. And that right there is probably like the most significant factor that makes Etsy the best place for you to start your business, regardless of whether you're selling physical or digital products. So starting your own website or landing page through Beacons or Stan Store or Shopify is an option, but it's not necessarily the best option, because your standalone site or standalone landing page that you make is going to take literal years to build up a domain authority. And even once you build up that domain authority, it's not going to compete with Etsy. Etsy is just like so well established that Etsy and Google are basically like cousins. Etsy's a little Nepo baby, and so she's going to get her results on the first page every single time. So let's say you have an Etsy shop like me where you sell digital products. And let's just say that those products are homeschool lesson plans. So if you make your own website like homeschoolparents.com, but then you make an Etsy shop called Homeschool Parents and you post the very same products to your own website and then also to Etsy, when your ideal customer is going to Google and typing in homeschool lesson plans for kindergarten, your Etsy listing is going to pop up on the first page of Google search, but your website probably isn't even going to land on the first 3 pages of Google search. And let's just be realistic. When's the last time that any of us have gone onto Google and clicked on a search result that was on the second page or beyond? I heard this saying that says that the second page of Google search is where websites go to die, and that is very, very true. And that is why domain authority is so important. It's so important, in fact, that I would even urge people who aren't necessarily interested in starting an Etsy shop but want to start their own business to start an Etsy shop. That way you can have some visibility with your products and you can get your first sales there, and then you can use that as a funnel to direct your new customers over to your website, and you can turn those one-time Etsy customers into loyal repeat customers who are in love with your brand. Now this is a long-term thing. I know you're just getting started with Etsy, so you probably don't even want to think about your own website right now, and you don't have to. My whole point in saying that is just that the domain authority of Etsy is so powerful, and if I could only share one plus about starting an Etsy shop, that would be it. All right, so the second con of starting an Etsy shop is that if you actually want to make money from your Etsy shop, you've got to treat it like a business. And I know that this can be really difficult for creative-minded people. You might be super passionate about crocheting or making digital art or creating lesson plans for teachers, but you might not be super passionate about calculating profit margins and doing Etsy algorithm research. There's a lot more that goes into selling on Etsy than just creating your art. And especially if you're brand new to the concept of starting a business, it can be really overwhelming and intimidating as a newbie. But that brings me to my next pro, which is that there are plenty of experienced Etsy sellers here on YouTube, just like me, who share their own experiences and advice for getting started on Etsy. And that makes starting your business so much easier. On my own channel, I've got step-by-step tutorials for everything from creating a listing cover to creating a digital product, and even showing my keyword research process to make sure that my own listings appear on the first page of Etsy search, and also making sure that they're pushed out to Google search. And I've basically made videos answering every single question that I had when I first started, which means that getting started on Etsy is literally easier than it has ever been. Now that actually brings me to my next con. So because there are so many gurus on YouTube giving sometimes generic and sometimes even conflicting advice, it can be difficult to cut through the noise and figure out exactly what strategies are actually working and what methods are going to be effective for Etsy growth in your specific niche. But here on my channel, I do my best to answer every single comment, and I make my tutorials and guides not only based on the questions that I myself had when I started, but also largely based on the questions that I get in my comments. So if you have a burning question that you need answered, even if it's super specific or only related to your specific niche, feel free to drop a comment under this video and I promise I will answer it to the best of my ability. My goal is to not only share a realistic perspective about growing an Etsy shop, but also to make it easier for you to achieve success on Etsy and beyond. So if you're brand new to the Etsy space and you want to jump in and make sure that you start off your shop on the right foot, stick around for the video that's going to pop up at the end of this one, where I'll walk you through exactly what you need to do for the first 30 days of your shop launch to get your first 100 sales and become a top seller in your niche. And don't forget to give this video a like and hit the thumbs up button if you found it helpful, and make sure that you hit the subscribe button below. That way you don't miss out on any videos to help you grow your Etsy shop. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.